from yard to the street. APAC Radio. Keep it locked.
Forged from the love of liberty in the fires of hope and pride, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare. Side by side we stand, islands on the blue Caribbean Sea, this unnative land. We pledge our lives to thee, ere every queen is find an equal place, and may God bless our nation, ere every queen is find an equal place, and may God bless our nation.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Island Heat Show, where we bring you the best from yard to the street. We are your hosts, Super Peck, and
Lady Lalabella live streaming from the at-home studio today because of inclement weather, but happy to be here all the same.
I'm so happy we can make it work out. You know, technology is a great thing. People, the skies just opened up over Georgia, and we're all renting rowboats and live vests just to make it home. So, Lady Lalabella, stay nice and warm and safe and dry in the home studios.
The heat still, you don't know.
Indeed. Now, we just heard the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago to open up the show this evening because this week on Island Heat, our theme is Trinidad and Tobago Independence. So congratulations to everybody in TNT, you know, doing it big for the, I'm sure, the independence celebrations this week.
Yeah, man. And it actually is going to be on the 31st every year. It's the day that they use to commemorate the Day of Freedom of the nation. This day commemorates Trinidad and Tobago's independence from Britain in 1962. And at midnight on the 30th of August, 1962, the Union Jack British flag was lowered and the Trinidad and Tobago flag was raised for the first time. Bells tolled and sirens rang out and herald the birth of the newly independent nation.
Yeah, go ahead, Trinidad and Tobago. Now, Trinidad and Tobago is a dual island country in the Caribbean. In the southernmost Caribbean, they are the southernmost Caribbean nation, and together becoming a republic in 1976, known as the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Today, Independence Day is celebrated with a military-style parade through the streets of Port-au-Prince. Cheering spectators gather at in the national colors and see the parade, creating a carnival-like atmosphere. The evening is marked with presentation of national awards and in a ceremony held at the President's house. Finally, this day is a celebration that ends with fireworks displayed at Queen's Park, Savannah, where thousands of people gather to enjoy the free show. So once again, big up to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man, you don't know, say, we is family. And you know, there's a little rivalry between them and Jamaica, but we not all no grudge, you know? Love still. I love my double still same way.
Is there a rivalry between everywhere in Jamaica? It's what it seemed like, you know?
You know, we don't have any problems with them, but you know, them have a little problem with we, you know? We not stop.
Is that right? Let me ask you, who has the better curry?
Indian curry. Uh, let's not debate.
But
We both Indo Caribbean.
yeah. There's a lot more Caribbean Indians in Trinidad than there are Indians in Jamaica. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. Okay.
Well, said the East Indian mango are the best.
Ah.
Indian best. So we are the better Indian of the two.
That's right. Well, Trinidad and Tobago is well known for its African and Indian cultures, reflected in its large, popular, and famous carnival, Diwali, and other Hindu based celebrations that take place across the island. They are the birthplace of steel pan, the limbo, and musical styles such as calypso, soca, rapso, parang, chutney, and chutney soca.
Don't
So,
forget that.
and Trinidad in the mix, of course. I mean, so and there's also pop soul, which is the more pop sounding soca vibes. Yeah.
Me love it, me love it. And of course, every time I think about TNT, I think about the good Bunji.
I mean, Bunji Garlin,
Yes.
and Masha Matano, and
Yes.
Desha Garcia,
Yeah.
and the whole lineup. The place is live for Carnival, and I'm sure Independence celebrations are awesome. You see, I'm repping. I'm repping. I'm wearing the colors. Trying to rep for TNT today. All right. So big ups to everybody. Dwayne Bora, shout out yourself down there doing some big things in political office and representing his constituents every time. Big up to TT Sniper, a very loyal fan of the show, and of course we got some hot exclusive stuff coming from Trinidad in just a little bit. But let's take some time out to big up our sponsor real quick.
Oh, yeah, you done know, say, a pop media group. I make the thing shell off every week, so big up to them all the same. APAP Media Group is a full service creative video and photo production company specializing in podcasting, multi camera recording, and live streaming, such as this. Now, their mission is to take on creative challenges in preserving and telling stories in a visually compelling manner. And this is for individuals and corporations who are looking to achieve their preconceived objective. So if you have a mission, let them bring it to life. Contact them by email at info@apapmedia.com.
That's right. Now, folks, we've got a great show lined up for you as always. Now, we do have your All Things Caribbean trivia, where we find out how Caribbean really are you. We're going to put you to the test. And for those who are not Caribbean, this is how you get to, get all the insights on the culture and the history.
Right stuff. Exactly. That's what we're here for. And of course, we're going to be giving you the heat from the streets, which are the top stories, the mix up, the must know, the features from yard to the streets. And of course, this is for all the island movers and shakers. If you're in the streets, you want to know what we are going to tell you.
That's right. And at 10 p.m., as always, we bring you the top 10 countdown, counting down the top 10 songs from Caribbean based artists right here in the ATL. So keep it locked. Don't shift the dial. Keep it locked right here, APAP Media, APAP Radio. And also, do remember, folks, like and subscribe and share the link.
Excelente. Well, if you're ready, I'm ready to jump right into the trivia.
Let's go ahead and give them the Caribbean trivia to today.
All right. So the trivia for today is what popular suburban festival in London showcases Afro Caribbean culture on the last week of August every year? Now, some of you may be familiar with this. We've talked about these different festivals and showcases before that happen across the world. But if you're in a London, you have to know this one. So let's give the rundown of the selections. A is the Pitchfork Festival, London. B is Crystal Palace Festival. C is Live in the Palace. And D is Nottingham Carnival.
Yeah, I've never been across the big pond to the UK yet. I haven't been there. So this one actually has me a little stumped. I'll be
Oh, yeah.
honest.
But you know, some of the best people are from over there, so you have to turn on your accent, man.
Shout outs to the Matrix Supreme team in the UK. And shout outs to the greatest football team in the world, Liverpool FC. Let's go. All right, folks. Yo, Lady Lalibella, while we give them an opportunity to ponder on the trivia question, we're going to go ahead and jump into some music. Now,
We're ready
this...
to give them some heat.
Some heat from the streets. This one is Last One Standing. This is brand new music from Ricardo Drue. I think he's already eyeing Carnival next year with this one. Last One Standing. Brand music from Ricardo Drue right here on the Island Heat Show, y'all.
We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. Tell them watch them out if they really don't know what they're talking about. Overconfident about they run the road, but I promise you one thing. Anytime you see this band cross the stage, we gon' be the last man standing. From the time we shake up the band, watch the people them start to jam. We'll be the last man standing. From the time we reach on the stage, we gon' mash up everything. No. Everything gon' mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. The whole party gon' mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. Just call me Mr.
Hold on. Ricardo Drue says he is the last one standing. Yeah, for all my real fetters, all my real veterans out there, I think this one is 2024 ready. Let's go, y'all.
We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. We gon' be the best man, the only man, the last man standing. Tell them watch them out if they really don't know what they're talking about. Overconfident about they run the road, but I promise you one thing. Anytime you see this band cross the stage, we gon' be the last man standing. From the time we shake up the band, watching people them start to jam, we'll be the last man standing. From the time we reach on the stage, we gon' mash up everything. No. Everything gon' mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. The whole party gon' mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up. Just call me Mr. Mash Up. Everything I get mash up. When I touch the stage, I make the people put their hands up. Yeah, you know we jam rock. That is how we raise up. Like Ratty Gan say, everybody jump. 'Cause some people don't rate me, but we don't give up. If you have a hater, let me see your hands them up. And let them fools keep talking. My dogs do more than barking. We are more than action. We ain't really come to talk. Tell them hush them out. If they really don't know what they're talking about. Overconfident about they run the road. But I promise you one thing. Anytime you see this band cross the stage, we gon' be the last man standing. From the time we shake up the band, watching people them start to jam, we'll be the last man standing. From the time we reach on the stage, we gon' mash up everything.
This is brand new music from Ephraim Alvares, everybody. Let's go.
Man work very hard every day, you know. Man work very hard, man work very hard every day, you know. Man work very hard. So mama, if this is true, all the love that I have for you, money got chop multiply by two. That's the love that I have for you, mama. That's for me, my girl. I'm so in love with you. That's for me, my girl. Man head over heels for you.
The voice of Ephraim Alvarez, y'all, dance for me. Now I'm gonna bring the tempo right back up. I was gonna save this one for a little bit later, but I'm gonna drop the exclusive heat right now. All right, I'm just in that mood because we run it. Yeah, see, last man standing, right, and we run it. We run the whole area. Let me tell you something. This one is Idris Elba, alongside General Levy, alongside Bunji, Garlin, y'all. We run the area.
This is the soca remix.
868. Linkage. Yo. Toddla, just now. Naomi Cowan. Idris Elba. General Levy. Bunji, Garlin. Yo, the send for the down with the fix. Yeah. The one with the baddest remixing it. Rev like an engine with them, put a ship in it. Do like a gun with the X in it, clipping it. People surround me like dogs in the airport with drugs in the pocket and them started sniffing it. Catch a whiff in it, wonder if this is it. Got the heights when they get in it so infinite. Energy is the prerequisite. It been like that from beginning in Genesis. Yeah. Get a wine in the crevice with gal with showing the bumper like bodies on precipice. Burberry shirt on me snow on. General Levy and Naomi Cowan. He just sell by you, but a show on. Pass the link and let me just go on. Why them I put calypso in this so the gal they can wind the hips so in this. Man I be general, you think me out of this long time in the eye. You think me know of it. I am so charismatic and the woman just give me the arithmetic. I will pass me a rearrange your schematic when them clear the traffic.
Let me tell you, say yeah, we run the area. I tell you, say mate, we run the area. Well, let me tell you, say yeah, we run the area. I tell you, say mate, we run the area.
Kingston town, yeah, we nice and gritty. My hometown, all the girl them pretty. Them never know how, so we rise and busy. I don't care if you want envy me. Worldwide town, and we kill them with it. Royal child of the music, see me. From me start sing, never can't stop with it. Perfect picture, you can't chat to me. Knife and fork, a fight for dumpling. Dancehall style, you know we're thumping. Reggae music on my everything. Mixing this gal rock, steady skanking. And we come around, hey, I'm stepping I come out, say. New Kingston we grow, yeah, all I is a uptown
Tell you, say yeah, we run the area. I tell you, say mate, we run the area. Well, let me tell you, say yeah, we run the area. I tell you, say mate, we run the area. I will continue to tell you, my sound is the champion, God. Control every session and every region.
We run the area, y'all. We run the area. Idris Elba, General Levy, the man himself, Bunji Garlin. You also heard Toddla T on there and Naomi Cowan. Oh my goodness, bad music, everyone.
Yeah, and you already know, say, if you're in a London, this song will ring out in the dance. If you found out what the answer for our trivia question was.
Drum roll. And the answer is...
And the answer for the question, what popular suburban festival in London showcases Afro-Caribbean culture every year, the last weekend in August, is Nottingham Carnival.
Big up to everybody in the UK right now. It's carnival time.
Yes. And so the 2-day festival took place the 27th and the 28th this past year. And you already know, it date back to 1966 on the streets of Notting Hill in Kensington. It is led by 2 members of the British Caribbean community and attracts about 2.5 million people annually, making it one of the world's largest street festivals and a significant event in British, African Caribbean, and British Indo-Caribbean culture. In 2006, the UK public voted it into the list of icons of England.
All right. Well, congratulations. That means is that means what they can't ban it or take it away, right? It's like official now.
It is a bank holiday, so that's to say something the street shut down.
There you go.
So that
There you go.
no cars, just beer fetas and music and good vibes.
I love it. Big up to everybody who took in the vibes over there at Notting Hill Carnival this weekend in the UK. Have you ever been?
I've never been to Notting Hill, but I have dreams. I have dreams.
Dream big, dream big.
And experiencing it firsthand. It's a no doubt.
Of course. We all go make it over there and jamming. All right, so that was our trivia. Now we have a very special guest that is going to be joining us in just a few minutes. So before we talk to her, I want to get into some more music. I'm going to drop one of her songs in before we get to our very special guest. All right, keep it locked, everybody, on the Island Heat Show right here on APAP Radio.
Keep it live, Island Heat.
This is brand new music from the group goes by the name of Morgan Heritage. Maybe y'all have heard of them somewhere out there. New music from Morgan Heritage, y'all.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
This is You Got to See the World as It Is. Let's go. Morgan Heritage.
So know that sometimes where you come from, they not happy if you see you prosper. They not happy if you see you grow. So you find another place. You got to see the world. See the world. Got to see the world. Yeah. Don't let no one hold you back or let them block you away. You got to see the world. Got to see the world. There's so much out there could be better. I feel the vibes to pack up my bags this morning and see what the world has out there to offer me. Now it's a very big world out there, and it's better I go and I see what I have to offer. Then I sit there and wonder, cause I know there's a place out there waiting to see me out there love me, what I have to offer. I know the same is out there for you. Follow your heart and you let go. Never you be afraid of change. That's what your life is waiting for. You got to see the world. See the world. Got to see the world. Yeah. Don't let no one hold you back or let them block you away. You got to see the world. Got to see the world. There's so much out there could be better than what you know.
You know we got to see the world. You know we got to see the world. Singandizele Dubai, sindizele America, kutabuku butlo bzuli kayala mi Africa. Izindabane mifulana masafa, kanye nabantu. We got to see the world. Izindabane mifulana masafa, kanye nabantu.
You got to see the world. See the world.
Morgan Heritage, y'all. Morgan Heritage, new music there. You've got to see the world. I got some more heat coming at you. This is brand new music from Singy Singy, Tarrus Riley. This one's called Earthquake, Earthquake. Earthquake, Earthshake.
The mood is right. Incense burning, I feel your vibe. And you're looking so fine. I don't like wasting time. No, no fresh, that's fine. And this must be a sign. And now the raindrops keep falling down. You're all alone. Can I come inside? Boy. And now the teardrops keep falling down. The tears of joy. Can I come inside? Well, baby, the earthquake, earthshake, lightning, thunder. Earthquake, earthshake, lightning, thunder. It's like Zion and earth combined. So we're raising hell, same time. Earthquake, earthshake, lightning, thunder. Watch how the king go to work. I know what to deserve. Deep in your valley, planting seeds into your earth. Yes, princess, just know that there's no stress, so no. Just kick back, let me prove that. You know, hear what I go up on the rooftop. Raindrops keep falling down. You're all alone, can I go inside? And now the teardrops keep falling down. The tears of joy, can I come inside? Well, be ready for the earthquake, earthshake, lightning, thunder. Earthquake, earthshake, lightning, thunder. It's like Zion and earth combined. So we're raising hell, same time. Earthquake, earthshake, lightning, thunder.
That one up again. I had to pull that one up again and bring it back from the talk. This is a brand new artist out of Canada, y'all. She's in Canada. Sweet sounds. Afrobeat is taking over the world, even in Kunuklan. Her name is Silla, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. She says she's lonely.
I miss you. I didn't need more than your picture.
she bad in her real life. I'm telling you that this is the voice of Silla, yo. We heard her back to back. First she's lonely, and then she want to tell you how she bad. I tell you. Big music, bad music. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time here on the Island Heat Show, we have the starlet herself. Everybody, welcome to the show, Silla.
Hey, 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 hey.
Welcome, welcome. Lady Lalabella,
Thank you.
Silla, Lila Lalabella, Super Peck, we're
Hello.
here.
Hello, hello, beautiful.
Listen, Canadian born. Tell us about that first and foremost, because when we hear these sounds, we don't think Canada first and foremost. You know, we definitely thinking we hear the Afrobeat, so we're thinking the motherland. We're thinking maybe Caribbean influence, but first thing that jumped to mind isn't Canada. So tell us about the Canuck side of you. Born in Canada, but tell us where's the family background from?
Yes, yes. So, my family comes from Ghana. I actually used to live in Ghana when I was a kid. I was one of those children that their parents, shipped them back for a little bit to
Okay.
gain some, to gain some, knowledge and discipline and stuff like that. So, my parents are from Ghana. I also lived in Ghana. My parents are very intertwined with the culture. So even when I came back to Canada, I always went back to Ghana very often. My parents had businesses going on there, so my roots were very close to me growing up. I grew up eating African food. You know, using African products, just doing like things as if I was living in Ghana. It's just when I went
Right.
to school, it's a whole different thing. But as soon as I got back home,
Uh-huh.
I'm getting that Ghana treatment, those Ghana whoopings on top of Ghana thing. You know what I'm saying?
So been through the true traditional upbringing. The fact that you're in Canada didn't escape you from being 100% Ghanaian.
No, definitely. I mean, my parents are very they're very much into instilling the culture in me and my siblings. So that was something that I couldn't run away from. Even though I was raised in a neighborhood that was not Ghanaian or not that many Africans even.
Uh-huh.
That's where the Caribbean influence came. I was actually one of the only people from like Ghana in the school I was going in. I was getting raised. A lot of my friends were Caribbean people. Actually, I was probably one of the only Africans in the school. But I always looked at everybody as African, and they're looking at me like, "I ain't African." I'm just like, "Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Don't start with me." You know. But I got very involved in the Caribbean culture with that reason, and my kids are even half Jamaican. I've gone to Jamaica many times, and honestly, it's the reggae music, dancehall music, soca. Those are all the music that I used to listen to, especially outside of my household. When I was at home, I was listening to African music, which used to be called in my culture hip life. But growing up, I listened to a lot of reggae, soca, R&B, so heavily influenced by that type of those genres of music. So now you hear in my sound because it's like a mixture of who I am, my culture, but the music that I also enjoyed singing and being raised with
Right.
growing up, in Canada. It's a very strong Caribbean culture here in Canada, for sure, especially Jamaican culture.
Definitely, yeah, especially there in Toronto,
Yes, yes,
specifically. Yeah.
yeah,
Lady
yeah.
Lalabella.
I mean, I'm just blown away by the music and the stories
Thank
that you're
you.
telling from your past and how you're integrating it into your sounds. Tell us a little bit about some of the acts that you have opened up for and maybe some of the collaborations that you want to make in the future.
Yeah, this year has been such an exciting year, and I want to thank, my team, my supporters, I thank Bernard, I thank Lala, Chica, Live Life Entertainment, Stacy. There's just so many people I can list a lot of them, but there's just so many to list. Um, they've allowed me to raise my vibration and attract the things I've wanted to attract for so long, and just really be able to attract opening up for people like, for example, Destra, Luciano, Baby Sham at Jerkfest. That was huge. I grew up listening to Destra. Every time the song, everybody take a jump, everybody knows that song, right? Take a
Right.
jump, so like listening, like getting to meet Destra was such an honor for me because like how people might meet Beyonce, I looked at Destra like, oh my god, growing up, I used to listen to you. I used to love soca music. It was the only other music close to Afro beats that I could recognize outside like African music. I'm like, oh, soca music, it's like sounds similar to African music. When I was growing up and trying to develop my identity, all that stuff. You go through that as you're getting older. But other artists I've opened up for even quite recently is there's an artist named Stoneboy. He's a big, huge artist coming out of Ghana. And he has a strong
Yep.
Afro dancehall sound too. So it
Yep.
was an honor being able to open up for him because I kind of share the same vibe as him in a sense where we both like that Caribbean music too and want to kind of express that in our music here and there.
Right.
So it just fits so nicely being able to open up for an artist that came from Ghana to the same country. So it's just like it's been good, and I'm hoping to open up for more artists. As time goes on, God will continue to open doors for me. I'm going to be potentially on different shows, such as opening up for a girl named Uncle Waffles, who's a big, huge DJ. I'm not sure if you heard of her. Have you heard of Uncle Waffles?
The
Yes.
Amapiano craze
Yes.
has made it to it.
Yes.
She got to
Yes.
be here,
Yes. So
Homeboy.
yeah, so that's that's something I'm looking forward to being part of. I've been to so many festivals, Afro Fest, Jerk Fest, Afro Care Fest, so many festivals around the Toronto area. I'm ready to definitely continue to just grow and go worldwide. Come see y'all right directly in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? When the weather's nice, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's gonna be nicer here for us than it is for you in Canada in a few months.
I know. I do
That's
not
all
look
right.
forward to
That's all
what's
right.
about to happen.
You gonna bring the heat, and we gonna bring the heat, and it's gonna be all good. Now, tell us, Silla. I love the lyrics in the songs that we just played. We played "Lonely" and we played "Shebat." Is your pen at work? These? How much of your writing do you do?
I do 100% of my writing.
Awesome,
Yes. Yeah,
awesome.
I do.
Go girl.
I do. Yes, yes. My songs, they come from a lot of time it comes from a personal place, whether it's about me or whether something has inspired me from a story, you know, um, that's pretty much where it all starts off. It all starts with the vibe, with music, it's all about energy and all about vibe.
Yep.
I hear a beat and I just close the light. Especially when I was listening to when I made the song Lonely, I was just in like a vibe at home. It was raining. I just closed the light, had my LED lights, I was just playing the beat, and I was like, man, only, only. I start humming little things. Just thinking about being in a place of infatuation. Like the song "Lonely" is a song about infatuation, not necessarily being like, alone, but just
Mm,
missing somebody. You feel so lonely because you miss that particular person. You want them around. It's a happy song in a way where it's like you miss somebody. You just want to hug them and hold them, and sometimes it's hard because you just gotta give people their space. And you just want them to come over and just hang out. You know, it's one of those kind of songs. It's a song about infatuation. That's where it came from. And my song She Bad is more of a song about just, you know, being a little bit rebellious, being a strong woman, and even when I say like she's rude, I'm not necessarily being talking about being a rude person, but more being like confident, setting boundaries.
okay.
That's the type of thing I mean when I say certain things in a song. Especially with She Bad, it's not really a feminist song. It's an empowerment song. Even the second verse I say, you know, a woman is fit, like a queen is fit for a king, because it comes every queen is a king, every king is a queen. That's how I look at it. So, once both people are leveled up at that kind of space, then everything's good. So that's what that song kind of comes from, a place of that, getting someone that's at your level,
Yeah.
of
Okay.
queenship.
I hear you. All right.
Well, go on. I love
Bad, 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 bad,
the
bad.
the patois. Tell us a little bit more about the Ghanaian slang and the patois that they use in Ghana.
Well, the slang in Ghana, they speak different languages, right? And the main language that like that I'm used to is called Tree, right? It's Ashanti language from the Ashanti tribe. People in Kumasi speak this language predominantly, but most people actually in Ghana can speak this. It's like the English in Ghana. The next language would be Tree. So like for example, in Lonely, I do add a little bit in Lonely more so. You'll hear like when I say, "Oh yeah, Makumaye." Oh yeah, come on. That's me saying like, you're my sweetheart. Eh? You're my sweetheart. Oh. So that's the kind of slang I add in there. But you'll hear a lot of times, like a lot of Afro beats, they sing in something called pigeon, where they say that like in regular word you'd be like I love you, in pigeon they'd be like I did love you, or something like that, right? Or
Okay.
whereas like I know in patois they would say like me love you, me love you.
See.
I'm not really Jamaican, so I don't want to be butchering the patois. You know what I'm saying? To be
Good.
honest
You
with you,
good. You
but
good.
that's how I kind of,
So
be picking out different slang, whatever fits in the song. I just kind of pick. I'm like, do I want to say look a patois here? Or do I want to say a little bit of the pigeon here? Or do I do a little bit of the tree there? Or just a little English here?
Well,
So I
it's
just be
all
playing around
sounding
with it.
good. It's all sounding good.
Yeah.
It's love it.
Whatever works,
Yeah.
Or
So
there's a
tell us,
mosquito flying.
we're working on an upcoming freshman EP. So tell us a little bit about that and the mood, the energy of this EP for you as you're putting it together.
Sorry. So what? Sorry, you want to know the energy of the EP that I'm
Yeah.
putting together? Well, it's gonna be my first EP, and I'm super excited because I've been working really hard for this EP and putting a lot of energy into making the songs really, really good. I really feel like it's gonna do really well. Every song it tells a story, and that's what I want to do is tell a story. And I'm very, very nitpicky about my songs, so it's like I have so many songs, but just having to choose just a top 10 songs was really tough for me, and I'm still kind of trying to break it down to like the last five that I want to release first, for my very first album. So the process is just really I'm looking at what is going to be the best way to push the image of Silla so people can be introduced to who I am and what I'm about. So definitely like Lonely and Shibata are going to be on the EP as well.
Okay.
And then yeah, because that's something that's like songs that Lonely is a song that's doing so well. When I released it, it just took off, so I'm so grateful for that. And then Shibata is a song that people just love. Like every time I perform it, women just be like, yes, what I mean? Like, they just feel good. And I love, and men too, like everybody. And I just love to see people enjoying themselves, and feeling good. So that the energy is really based on what I think people are going to really respond to and really like. Um, and yeah, it's hard because I have so many songs to choose from.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about My Way, featuring Julius X.
Um, My Way. So that song is a song I released some time ago. It is a song for motivation. I was in a time where I was surrounding myself by a lot of bad energy and not realizing it. Sometimes we surround ourselves with people that are not good energy, and we just allow them to penetrate our energy. And it got to a point where I had to know, what, it's time for me to set boundaries because this is not going the way I want to go. So I have to do things my way. So that's where the word my, like the sentence my way came from. It's like, this is how I want to do things. I'm not going to worry about bad mind people because they're just going to slow me down. I'm not going to let those things cause me to be insecure about what I'm doing. You just got to be confident. So that's where the song came from. This came from just a place of wanting to be positive and wanting to be inspired.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are speaking with Silla. She is a Canadian-based Afrobeat artist. She's got that lovely sultry R&B sound in there too. She's got a little bit of everything, and I'm really feeling the vibe. Silla, tell people how they can follow you, follow your career, find your music, producers if they want to contact you, promoters around the world who are ready to bring you out on tour. Tell the people how they can contact you.
Well, so you can always find me on Instagram. That's SILLA. Live, love, laugh. You already know that's my slogan. That's why I follow SILLA. And then you can also, get in contact with my manager. That's Bernard. Shout out to Bernard for setting this up. That's at bhillconnected@gmail.com. And I also have my website as well, at www.onlysilla.com. And also on YouTube, you can check out a lot of my videos. I got a lot of videos of the content and the events that I've just spoke about. So definitely check it out on YouTube under Silla SILLA music.
All right.
God.
You know what?
Yes, girl.
I want to touch a little bit more of that one because I'm really, really feeling this. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey.
Silla has been with us right here on the Island Heat Show. Yo, she bad, y'all. She bad.
Thank you guys for having me.
One love each and every time. And come on back as soon as the EP drops, please.
Thank you. On the next.
She bad, yeah. She bad. She put on the man one claim.
Yo, Silla, big up every time. Okay.
But she rude. She real rude. So fierce, no man can tame her. Can't tame her. Oh, when she got style, she run the thing. Yes, nobody can tell her nothing. This independent lady, she's bossing. I'm a pretty lady, just believe it, feel it, breathe it, breathe it. Dreams it, looking so good every season. Now you know I forgive you no reason. She's a queen, she bad, no lie. She bad, she fine, yeah. She bad, no lie. She bad, she fine, yeah. She bad, no lie, yeah. She bad, she fine, yeah. She bad, yeah. She put on a man won't claim her. They can't claim her. Oh, when she work hard for all of she thinks it. She buy her on diamonds and rings. She's a
Yes, indeed. She bad. Lady Lalibella, I think we found another superstar right there. Just bust to the world.
And we're going to continue to bring the heat. We'll continue to play and stream our music and definitely support her. SILLA. You can't miss her. She's up on Instagram. She's up on social media. She bad.
The talent is up for real. Good stuff. Now we've just got like a few more minutes before the top of the hour, and we've got so many stories tonight. It's a lot of material to run through. So where do you want to start? We were just in Notting Hill.
We just came from Notting Hill. We made an adventure around the world in music. We dropped off in Canada, and now we're back in the UK. So let's go ahead and talk about this new music that's coming from the beautiful Queen Tanya Stevens and Khalia, a British Jamaican reggae singer.
Yes, indeed. Now, British Jamaican reggae singer Khalia has teamed up with the legendary songstress Tanya Stevens for a powerful, message-oriented new single called No Answer. Now,
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Well, she said she loved working with Stevens, who is known for her creative writing skills and her revolutionary stance on push-button topics that affect society. We know that Tanya Stevens does not shy away from speaking her mind and telling people how she feels about wagwan in our society. So Khalia said it was great working with Tanya. We had 2 records in mind for her future, and I'm glad she chose this one because her lyrics are the perfect fit. Now, Khalia is known for her R&B flavored tracks. One of the most popular ones that I can sing are, the song with Burna Boy. Cool down, simmer. Cool down, love. Cool down, simmer. Cool down, love. But this one is, definitely more protest music, and it's giving that empowered vibe.
Definitely a different sound from what I know of her as well. And I'm really, really feeling it. You want to give people a little bit of a taste of that right now?
Of course, yeah, drop it on them.
This is No Answer, Tanya Stevens and Khalia. This is also produced by
Tony C.D. Kelly, and Lionel D. La O.
Watch out now.
Like me.
You're listening to the Island Heat Show right here on APAP Radio. Super Peck alongside Lady Loudly Bella. And this is how we do it. We bring you the heat. We keep it hot right here from yard to the streets. Brand new music, Tanya Stevens.
When I go stop your fruit, cause them chopping off the leaf and fertilizing the roots. And no bigger head, them I go quaking on them boots, cause they don't make no provisions for the youths. So them sit down in a penthouse, on top of skyscraper. Make plans to the streets where only good bomb paper. When the fire I raise, blaze for days and days, them no fears. I know them I go pay for me. Well, when crime dep on top of you and stay ahead of you, how you can call yourself leader? It seems the master plan of his sense of opposition think you can fight crime in the media. Well, everybody knows that why you fertilize the most of the highest probability to grow. So why them investing in the crime and ignoring education? Khalia, ask them, we wanna know.
I will get no answer to this, y'all. I will get no answer to that, yeah. I will get no answer to this, y'all. I'm not a prayer, yes, enough day. I will get no answer to this, y'all. I will get no answer to that, yeah. I will get no answer to this, y'all. I'm not a prayer, yes, enough day. Oh, them call it bust down. Can only dream about it if you're from a rough town. Auntie saying a barrel full of rice and it no touchdown. So tell me how so much weapon a clear a custom. Oh, I may set up down. SOE they are but man still a get gunned down. If you want to leave and save your life, you better run now. Politician only care when election a come round. Oh, from early morning you wake, but from last night me day I bleach and I wake.
That's it right there, folks. That's it right there. New music from Khalia alongside Tanya Stevens. No Answer on a new version of the Answer rhythm. Go ahead, CD Kelly.
Love it. And this is the first single off Khalia's upcoming Stay True EP. They already know that if it has a local reggae influence in it, this one is going to be a hit.
Yes, indeed. Look out for that. It's supposed to be dropping October 27. And of course, we'll have some more hot music off of that as soon as it's ready. All right.
But
Once
we're just
again,
simmer. So let's let the people know what got up with the sim.
boy, congratulations to the Dr. Beenie Man on his 17th studio album being released last week. Congratulations to the doctor. He's also trending on social media here right now.
Oh yeah, I'm at. You want to know what? On TikTok, when something is popular, it just fly away. Like it's been gone to the moon. This new simmer craze that is now viral. People running up to people in the streets and saying simmer, and
And you're
finish
supposed to
the
know the answer, right? You're supposed to know the rest of
It's like
okay.
one of those all things Caribbean trivia, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So that's why walk up to somebody, simmer. And if
Got the
you gotta have the right answer. Got it. I love it. Yo, the doctor, after this many years in the business, still showing that he can go viral, that he can captivate the youth with the social media trends. So, and you know, the new album is also entitled Simmer. So great marketing. Beenie Man doing the thing, man.
He always has the tag phrases. He always got the little quotable lines from the song that everybody want to sing. So he is literally unstoppable. And that was the name of his last EP that he put out in 2016. So it's been a while that we've heard from him officially, but now we're looking forward to this long awaited album, Simma, and we can expect collaborations from artists like Busy Signal, Panto Ranking, Gigs, Miss Banks, Maya, Hood Celebrity, Dexadap, Shensia, Bunji Garlin, Shaggy, Popcorn, Dre Island, Morgan Heritage, Sean Paul, Charlie Black, Anthony Red Rose, Louis Culture, Stoneboy, Background G, and the list goes on.
did not Beanie work on this album? I mean, seriously, if I was an artist and one of Beanie friends right now, and I hear this whole lineup and I'm not included, I have a problem right now. I'm sorry, man, I could call up Moses' phone and say, Moses,
Them
my G, yo, what's good?
Wagwan. And I mean, the list of producers is just as long as the collaborators, and all of them are star studded producers that, are making hits on the island of Jamaica from Sukuk, Ward, Walshy, Fire, Tony Kelly, Money Matters Entertainment, Frankie Music, and the list goes on. Dirty Rock,
Yeah.
and the list.
Yeah, they say there's no unity in dancehall. I think Beanie on this project here alone seems to have united more than half of the industry.
Connecting the dots. And that's what Moses does best. You know that he brings together some of the greatest artists in the world, and this album is no exception.
This album produced by MD Music Group, so congratulations to Beenie Man doing some big things. The album release party was last week. The official release date is the 31st. So on Trinidad Independence Day, folks, y'all can go out there and get you some new Beenie Man music as well. How about that? Trinidad, buy off the whole of the album. Trinidad. I want to see the numbers in Trinidad and Tobago. Like, that's the official party album for the independence this year. Okay.
All love. Yeah, man.
All right. We are at the top of the hour. My goodness.
How time fast. Just beer badness are gone. Beer goodness.
My
On the show.
goodness.
From great artists. I mean, we could just go ahead and drop the top 10
Well,
on them head top.
we can go ahead and do that really quick. We'll run through what's going on in the ATL. On September 1st, we've got TJ is going to be in town, the Drift Boss himself. So watch out for that one, folks. Also, we've got Mr. Vegas, who is going to be at the Strictly 2K Fest. And that's going to be a live performance. So that's going down here in East Point. So watch out for that on the 2nd of September.
That's a good bud. And Atlanta could not go into the fall without the Atlanta Caribbean Jerk Festival. And that's going to be at the Southeast Athletic Complex in Lithonia on the 3rd. So make sure you're there. We're going to have Elephant Man and the one named Egyptian Agadede. So it's Itagasala.
Yes, indeed. That's two big international artists right there for us right here in Georgia. On the 9th of September, New World Order Sound Clash goes down inside the base. Cosmic Sound versus Young Guns out of New York City. We're going to be going down right here. So for you Sound Clash fans, make sure you roll through and check that out.
Mm-hmm. Is that the female list roster?
Yes. Two females behind the machine that night doing the selection. They're controlling the things. I know at least one of them may have a male MC, but yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting. A lot of people are buzzing and are flying into town even for that one.
That's a good nice. Well, you don't know, it says Sun Kissed White and Yellow Lobster Sundays. A shell on September 17th.
And September 23rd, Half Naked All White, brought to you by Unitech. So watch out for that.
Yeah, man. And then you got to come out on the 22nd, pop your collars, show up for Stephen Marley. He's going to be here with Mike Love at Center Stage.
Stephen Marley, Old Soul Tour. Listen, if you're not familiar, we talked about it last week on the show. Good music, man. Just great music. It just hits you right to the core. It's like funny, you hit right there as I'm telling you. Good music. And that song itself also kind of really connects the dots, where you see the musical journey of Stephen Marley and continuing very much the core of the essence of his father's music.
Oh yeah, it's definitely reminiscent of the foundation, and reggae is the heartbeat of the world. So he's definitely doing the name justice and bringing in this this old soul vibe, as well as, praising up the ancestors them.
There you go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we've gotten to the second hour of Island Heat right here on APAP Radio, where we bring you the best from yard to the streets. Here on Island Heat, we feature Caribbean music, culture, and topics and themes from across the globe. We are your host, Super Peck.
And Lady Lalabella. In this next segment, you're definitely going to want to hang on to your seats because we're going to be counting down the hottest tunes from Caribbean-based artists that are here in the ATL. We're going to be starting off with an artist very well known to the Island Heat team. So if you haven't already been streaming his music, you're going to want to check him out now. He's at number 10 today. That's Vibrate with Pressure.
One mission.
Yeah. Girl, you look good, that no secret. None of them girl no better than you. If a girl want take him and tell her keep him. Girl, the body they a pressure. Looking at the mirror, all your bumper big so. Well confident, you not have no issue. Well prominent, you not have no time for mix up. Any man will get you, well them have to miss you. Looking at the mirror, girl, and take a picture. Pretty pon the gram, pretty pon the Twitter. No need no filter. Aye. Girl, you look so goddamn fine. I would like to make you mine. Every time you cross my mind, make me tell you one more time. Pressure, 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 girl, you are pressure. Pressure, 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 girl, you are pressure. Pressure, pressure. Fi clean every day, that's something I love. You do the things that I love. Wind up your nice clean body, my love. You are pressure damn. Fi clean every day, that's something I love. You do the things that I love. Wind up your nice clean body, my love. You are pressure damn.
It's the voice of the man, Vibrate, right there, coming in the number 10 position with Pressure.
Yeah, man, and you don't know it's a Vibrate, a climb up on the charts. Here he is at number 9. Again, he has been undefeated in this next track.
Yeah. No one mission thing different though. Every day I wake, yo, me have to try. My mother never left me out for your prayer. So me go for everything I want. I no my story. Me I go shock no like Kobe. Bad mind, them the life to see the glory. Why them never like see a youth rise up and climb up. One in them yeah with a 9 but sit and run like Sinus. Weed out the grass, gotta snake them poisonous. You never know. Say me work hard for this. Put in the work as a hard work do this. Proud of myself when you see me I do this. Never forget where me come from. Man a real ghetto champion. If you don't know the struggle like your mouth, yeah. Like your molly per time we have to tough it out there. In a me one pair of shoes still I step it out there. Tough food I feed, couldn't left me family. And when it's all said and done, me no need no crown, nah, no respect. Just wanna know say everybody good round me, away or explain. Patiently waiting for my time. Now a time now, yes a time now. Yes a time now. Remember me never did have nothing that's me.
Yes, indeed. The voice of the man, Vibrate, right there in the number 9 position this week with Undefeated.
Yes, yes, yes. And we're making our way down the timeline with DeMarco now at number 8 with John Crow.
You hear that? You hear that?
When I dirty old Janko, every day another gal in the condo. 14 parish, we go on every angle. But not the Beenie Man a Bronco. Nana money at the convo. Real top like Anjo. Every gal a ball up, we make a dancer. Roll with a mish deck, dancer. Send me up. Top gal is dog, we no similar. Silly for me clean dog, watch a image up. Real Janko, dirty old Janko. Send me up. World class dog, we no big enough. Real star boy, check any cinema. Real Janko, dirty old Janko. Bunny.
DeMarco coming in the number 8 position right there with Jankra.
Yes, and this next artist is not foreign to the countdown. Here she is at number 7. That's Spice with Jealous.
Jealous because I'm killing them. Oh yes, I am killing them. Jealous because I'm killing them. Oh yes, I am killing them. La 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 la, I don't have no problem with nobody, no drama. Only happiness, a full stop and no comma. La 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 la, I just focus on my tala. Me no falla dancing on my hobby. Moving my body and me whining, can me happy. Happy, me no flabby. When you see my body, you feel slappy, you feel grabby. Cause I'm living happy. Me tell them, oh yes, who no like me, I couldn't care less. Me a dance, cause me happy and blessed. Me no inna no drama, no mess, no inna no stress. Jealous because I'm killing them. Oh yes, I am killing them. Jealous because I'm killing them. Oh yes, I am killing them. Jealous because I'm killing them. Oh yes, I am killing them. Jealous because I'm killing them. I wake up happy every day. I attract love.
She's the queen, y'all. She's the queen. In the number, what was that? The number 7 position with Jealous.
Yes. And at number 6, we'll be going back down to DeMarco with Life.
Yeah, sponge. I never could have buy life. Yeah, I never could have buy life. Yeah, I never could have buy life. All of me talk to me can't with a day I buy right. Yeah, dance with a day a party and me for day a 9-9. Well, a small prayer my child. We did have a vision but it's mere by side. Yeah, me could have buy life. Empty the Wells Fargo, the youth them fit up on the field that we bench one go. One reign supreme, but on a bench China. We did a chase a dream, so my friend gone suck now. Sell any asset, any money, me we spending out. Sponge pop another back up pony anyhow. 21 gun salute, we never selling out. We never hesitate no doubt, and if we could have buy life. All of me talks and me can't with a day I buy right.
The voice of DeMarco right there, y'all. Life in the number 6 position.
And here we are at number 5 with Spice again. Spice Marley.
The great Polofin. Angela. Yeah, man. Well, I give thanks to the Most High God. I declare only good things in my life and I denounce anything that's bad. Yeah, man. Silla. Our Father who art in heaven, thank you for everything I was given. Pray that my sins will be forgiven. Multiply my blessings 10 times 11. I bind up every tongue that speak against me. I beg you wash me from my head to feet, you cleanse me. Every day I tell them that the Lord defends me. Fight against all those who fight against me. Because here I am, the one that overcame everything that was meant to put me down to shame. All of my enemies fighting in vain. Cause I walk with the Spirit of God that proclaim. I beg you, Lord, don't leave my side. Journey with me on this earthly ride. You heal my pain every night that I cried. And that the shadow of the Almighty God I abide. Know I gotta lead me, I keep me. My God, I lead me, I keep me. Father, gotta lead me, I keep me. My God, I lead me, I keep me. Gotta cover me like every time. Who no like me, go join the back of the
It's the queen, y'all. It's the queen. It's the queen of dancehall herself, Spice, with Spice Marley right there. Spice dominating the charts. Big up to Spice every time.
Yes, and she'll lead again. Here she is at number 4 with Spice, Queen of the Dancehall.
Welcome to dancehall in a Jamaica. Body rider, mesh marina. Big gold chain and me chaparita. Queen of dancehall, me the back up in ya. Diamond stacks, big up every skanker. Weed a crush up in a palm with 5 finger. Magnum in a me hand with me ear bright color. Body a bounce like ball. Me a the queen of the dancehall. Bounce up your body pan the ground like ball. Me a the queen of the dancehall. Body a bounce like ball. Me a the queen of the dance hall. Bounce up your body pon the ground like ball. Me a the queen of the dance hall. The queen back pon the throne, coulda never be the throne. Body lift up like Joan, titty stiff up like cone. Play with the light phone of me black skin tone. Me a bounce up me body, but this girl inna the zone. Body cock up inna this, come me dey back up inna this. Your man a jack up inna this, two a wheel lock up inna this. Look how me rock up inna this, stick like a clock up inna this. Pony no slack up inna this, that's why me boom like this car. The man love when me legs apart. This a the key to the man heart. Shuffle the deck, me a the queen of heart. Me a the key to the man heart. Body a bounce like ball. Me a the
Yes, indeed. Queen of the dancehall right there. Spice in the number 4 position.
Oh, yes. And this next queen is definitely rising up the charts and doing her thing. Here she is. That's right. Jada Kingdom at number 3 with ID Give One F.
Yeah, yeah. Twinkle.
You're listening to Jake Records.
You are my nana, not get none. Pretty girl love money, run some funds. Want my can't get none. Bad girl love money, send that come. You must be stupid, don't even flirt with me. What you doing? Me not interested, keep it pushing. Come out of my face and give me some space. A little bit too enough, you don't chat to me. I was so, don't make my song them gas you. Cause this is a brand new motto. My too good for my past, and I know this game too well. But notice my legs, them new must spread. Can I get none, so go to hell. Rather lay down and self. A win is a win, me a bust my nut. Cause I'll be damned if I let you look for me, then look for you. I really must crack you, sit down and spark up, yeah. You're free for carry me out. Give me money and buy my stuff. That's about it, you not go cuff. Get it out your mind, you never look. Hey, you coulda wish upon all the stars, but the one and a fall for you. That's about it, we not go. Get it out of your head, you not no look. Call it what you want, I don't give one. What you think about me? Some say the best things in life read, but them not chat about my call it what you want, if you don't agree, then I think it's best you loan me. No boy or girl can clone me. Good thing my grandma grow me. Call it what you want, I don't give one. What you think about me? Some say the best things in life read, but them not chat about my call it what you want, if you don't agree, then I think it's best you loan me. No boy or girl can clone me. Good thing my grandma grow me.
Indeed. Twinkle doing her thing right there, y'all. One of the fastest rising songs on the countdown in the last few weeks since it made its entry. I don't give one F. Jada Kingdom right there in the number 3 position.
She's been trending, so it makes perfect sense. Big up Jada Kingdom.
Now, as we go right into the runner-up on this week's countdown, this is Spice with Gotta Bless Me.
I'm gonna call it.
No, wait. We got a pulse.
Yes, I was afraid, I was terrified. No one knows what I really been through, but God stayed by my side. Been through the darkest road every day. I mean, if you thank God, say me still alive. Haters feel again because me overcome every obstacle we're coming on me life. Well, enough of them, I look for see me flop and mash up. If me drop down in a this, me get back up and stand up. God, they on my side in a times when it rough. Come me stand up in a this, up in a this, up in a this. Them call up me name and mix up me name and tell I what a king. Them never know if me dead or alive, but yes, the news I bring. Never scaring on me chest, we prove I got me worshipping. No me dash me whole life, bringing a new beginning. Me see the enemy, I pray when them see the new me. My new life, at this them envy. Sit down and a chat and them a worry about me. Living in my new life, and no see nobody. Oh, no matter what, them can't depress me. Them don't like me through them, see God that bless me. All where them attack, them can't address me. Cause me for me new life success caress me. No matter what, them can't depress me. Them don't like me through them, see God that bless me. All where them attack, them can't address me. Cause me for me new life success caress me. Them no run to give me water fi carry in a basket. Me a the target, the dancehall target. October, what date in a it to fi market. The amount of evil spirit.
There you have it, y'all. The queen of the dancehall once again on the countdown. This is her third or fourth song in the number 3 position, number 2 position, right there, Spice with Gotta Bless Me. Let's go ahead and count down from 10 to 2 before we tell them who the number 1 song is this week.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. At number 10, Vibrate Pressure. Number 9, Vibrate Undefeated. 8, DeMarco Jean Crow. 7, Spice Jealous. 6, DeMarco Life. 5, Spice Marley. 4, Spice Queen of the Dancehall. 3, Jada Kingdom IDG1F. 2, Spice Gotta Bless Me. And number 1 on the countdown is...
This is 9, alongside Jada Kingdom with Turn Me On.
I know you just want my good. To them other girl give you when you want it. You have a vibe and I can't ignore it. I will bless you if you're working for it.
Anytime you're ready, girl, just say the word. Top 3 and a second right there.
Never, yeah. No sir, not me. Me, I got no time for them energy.
My girl, why pre? Come here, just wind up your body.
Me gon' need a breaking if you want to show me out. You gon' need a break, it come a goodly break out.
We can stop each chatting cause that turn me on. Turn me on, turn me on.
Need a real nigga now, not no phony. I'm a number 1 girl, me a trophy.
Let me know, say this how you want. Let me know, say me alone in love.
Me go pick it up and drop it like enough is not enough. If me make it get more, then you know you have to go.
Me and grab it. Slap it up and make a little snap. Cock it up and set it good and then you throw it back.
No sir, not me. Me, I got no time for them energy.
My girl, why pre? Come here, just wind up your body.
Me gon' need a breaking if you want to show me out. You gon' need a break, it come a goodly break.
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, indeed. The number 1 song, once again, holding it down for, I think, the 5th consecutive week. That is the 9, alongside Jada Kingdom and with Turn Me On. Yo, shout outs to the 9, man. New artist on the scene, and he's been doing his thing. You know, his songs are connecting with the folks. This one's just taking off like a rocket.
I like to hear Jada Kingdom and, her perspectives in music. I think that is a very rebellious form of thinking, especially for women in the dance hall who are trying to make their name more international. She's definitely also hitting all the targets.
That one sounds a little loaded. I'm not even going to touch it. She's hitting all the targets. Anyway, big up to Jada doing her thing. Let's see. Young ladies doing their thing right now in the music industry out there. We've got the announcement of a new world tour by Miss Lauryn Hill. And that is just like super exciting. It's already the 25th anniversary of the Miss Education of Lauryn Hill album. And she's going on an 18 or 17 show tour, global tour to celebrate and commemorate this wonderful, wonderful piece of music that she dropped and blessed us with. Oh, wow, a whole quarter century ago now. Wow.
Yes, and the tour will kick off on September 8th in Minneapolis before heading to New York later that month to perform at the Global Citizen Festival. From there, Hill will make stops in Australia, Canada, and various cities around the United States, culminating a final show in Seattle. And the Fugees will be joining Hill for the U.S. dates in October and November. So it's going to be huge. I'm definitely excited.
Huge.
Stage.
Well, listen, Lauren, be on time, please. Love you.
Remember all your... We'll be singing them, but that doesn't mean you don't sing them.
Right. Yeah, we need you to know the lyrics and sing the lyrics. Thank you. But here's the thing. We've been long awaiting this reunion of the Fugees. And right when Proswell gets convicted of being a Chinese spy is when it happens. I was probably gonna end up missing the. I don't understand this, yo.
They are called the Fugees for a reason.
Uh,
You know,
he's
they're constantly putting their themselves in situations where they have to be, refugees. They moving.
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he's going anywhere. His movements have been curtailed for some little time now. But there's other good news with the announcement of the tour. Coffee will be one of the opening acts for Ms. Hill on the Australia leg of the Miss Education anniversary tour. Reggae sensation Coffee will be joining the 5-time Grammy Award-winning artist Lauryn Hill on her Miss Education of Lauryn Hill 25th anniversary tour. The tour will commemorate the anniversary of the solo album, and we'll see the Toast singer join Hill at 2 locations in Australia, namely the Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne and the Codas Bank Arena on the 5th of October. So that's the 3rd and 5th, respectively. Overall, the tour will see Lauryn Hill do 17 concerts across North America, North America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. Wow. So big things. Congratulations, Coffee, on that one. Label mates. It's good to be on the same label.
Columbia, correct? That would be correct. So it's a good look. They're in the same market of that neo soul and that reggae and that fusion. So I think it's going to be a good, meeting of the world. So I'm looking forward to seeing footage of all the wonderful world tour events.
Yeah, yep. Crossing over. Hey, crossing over.
One song that
You gotta get there. You gotta do it. It may have taken Sean Paul, who is probably the most crossover mainstream current dancehall artist. It's still taking him a little while to finally get some major accolades in the Latin market, where he's just been nominated for 2023 Billboard Latin Crossover Artist of the Year nomination at this year's Latin Music Awards. That's the 30th annual Billboard Latin Music Awards, slated for the 5th of October in Coral Gables, Florida. Will feature dancehall megastar as he attempts to win in his first time nominated in that category. Other nominees are Justin Timberlake, Lil Jon, Marshmello, and what's that? Matai Gims? I don't want to mispronounce.
Matre Gims.
Matre Gims. There you go. So, who do you think is going to take it? Will Sean Paul take it over Lil Jon, Marshmello, and Justin Timberlake?
I think it's a good look in all respects, given that Sean Paul, a lot of these artists are veterans in their genres and respective lanes. But it's so good to see them together on, one nomination and also highlighting the different genres in which they represent, because we have to say that all of them have done big crossover hits across the span of their career. So Sean Paul is definitely among a great list of artists. And, I'm come from Jamaica, a long time Jamaica crossover into reggaeton music. So
I don't know if we crossed over into reggaeton or if we became reggaeton. I think that's what the state of Silla and Cleveland are claiming right now. 1,800 songs are being claimed to having that dembo instrumental as their main backbone. And so Silla and Cleveland are in lawsuit right now with the genre of reggaeton. So, we mentioned.
I think that they're remiss about is they have failed to mention, the late Bobby Digital in this particular case, him having produced Dembow for Shabba Rankin.
Right.
So that's a link in their case, and they haven't reached the level of the success that they have aspired to with the case. So I think that that might be why.
You know what? When it all comes down to it, as long as people are dancing, I'm happy with it. I'm sorry. Everybody's trying to collect the money and money for this and money for that. You know, you inspire great music. Music lives on and keep people dancing. Now, I do think that you should get paid for what you're rightfully yours. And I think a lot of this stems from the fact that if somebody would have just said, you know, thank you, you know, just, you know, don't take the thing and run gone with it. Like, just be like, you know, acknowledge the fact that, you know, this was the influence, this is where it came from, and thank you. And you know what? Here's a percent. I mean, just do the right thing. Yeah, do the right thing.
And it's changed so much over the past 25, 35, 50 years. So the kind of legal paperwork that should have been put into place at that time is probably now just catching up in these recent years. So best, like you said, best of luck. The music is making people groove across the world, and that is the reason why it was created to begin with.
I fully agree with you 100% and 10. You know what? Let me drop a little bit of music here. I want to touch like 3 or 4 or 5 songs real quick. All right, and then we're gonna come back. We still have a lot to talk about, so we're gonna finish up strong. But I want to drop a little bit more music in. This is Pablo YG alongside the man 450. This is Gal Magnet, y'all. New music. Let's go.
Yo, 450. We have a key and a code. Yeah. We have a key and a code. Girl, magnet for real, I don't know. Us when the beast up on the road. I don't know, girl, no freeze and no so cool.
We have money, no feel like them alone. 50, we like a treat, tell the cap I go back home. I be a Barbie, they a road. Me go man and say she want to party with the Jew.
Next girl I forward, so tell her be there for cut. Yo, Pablo, we make you look easy, no. Me full up her money, I'm a clean at a dot. Your personal be, we get to the top.
Yeah, group a girl in the vehicle I come. If a Christian, me tell her some need in no love. If a bothers me, I tell her some need in a touch. Chick a girl swear so she easy for love. Use boots, cause I swear me no need no trust. Like a beep on the low, I want do it on the phone. Deal with the juvie like she feel as no Cowan friend. Them I say I love me for cheese, me like a mouse.
We have a key and a code. Girl, magnet for real, I don't know. Us when the beast up on the road. I don't know, girl, no freeze and no so cool.
We have money, no feel like them alone. 50, we like a treat, tell the cap I go back home. I be a Barbie, they a road. Me go man and say she want to party with the Jew.
Me
a by yourself from a taller time down. Ignoramus. Watch her now. Sitting around the table, exercise kegel. She want my if you sit down, tick tock. Scrape up her knee on the ground, tick tock. I want she a wine and I do it non-stop. 1 antilolo, 2 antilolo. Hot girl step out now, broke boy no folio. 3 antilolo, 4 antilolo. Cruella fight Barbie. So what you do? Cock up is a 10 when you duck it at the same. A ding dong style, say fi boof out a lame. Some girl flap, no know the ring game. She nah melt ice pan the scam of them cheap. Alright, ashes in the water, ashes in the sea. Some dunce girls still like you were wine free. Flush leather seat, make she seconds for the day. The legs them up when she feel it AC. V12 rev, brother, you know to the bridge. She want take the pic, put it on the IJ. Open up with the Maserati key. When a giant line, a straight VIP. Listen, Miss Mary, quite contrary. My last chop out the bush, them were hairy. Power slide mad, she a grip when me stare it. Sweetheart, she a make nice in a hairy. Bring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Me a go say something you need for ear closely. Even though right now me know she not know me. Me woulda bridge Jada Kingdom, but she bossy. 1 antilolo, 2 antilolo. Hot girl step out, no broke boy no folio. 3 antilolo, 4 antilolo. Cruella fight Barbie, so what you do? Cock up is a 10 when you duck it at the same. Ding dong style, say fi boof out a lame. Some girl flap, don't know the ring game. She not
Worse when the rain start fall. Ready for answer.
Brand new music from General Degree, y'all.
Call me if you are thinking about me and you're feeling horny. Call me if a bad man you want to come hang your body. Call me, me we drive from Kingston and go straight to Trelawney. Call me, as you look me reach on your foot for you call me. She not living a denial, says she not get humpy a while. In a bungle and pile, so she want me launch in the sky. She hug me up with a smile, no waste no time from the bed to the tile. In a our style of the shine, love me profile of the style. From you call me, I drive 100 mile. Girl, tell me, I take you out of exile. Run with the boy who dep on the X-file. And take up your phone and dial. Call me, if you are thinking about me and you're feeling horny. Call me, if a bad man you want to come hang your body. Call me, me we drive from Kingston and go straight to Trelawney. Call me, as you look me reach at your foot.
Annabella, fine, everyone in the dance want you. Annabella, make you mine, long time I want you, yeah. Never leave you lonely, and baby I'm the one to rock you slowly, yeah. You can call me, anytime I give you all you want me. Annabella, fine, everyone in the dance want you. Annabella, make you mine, long time I want you.
This is new music from Black Hero, y'all. Black Hero, watch out for the EP, it's about to drop. Big music. Annabella.
Fine, everyone in the dance want you. Annabella, make you mine, long time I want you, yeah. Never leave you lonely, and baby I'm the one to rock you slowly, yeah. You can call me, anytime I give you all you want me. Annabella, fine, everyone in the dance want you. Annabella, make you mine, long time I want you, yeah. Never leave you lonely, and baby I'm the one to rock you slowly, yeah. You can call me, anytime I give you all you want me, yeah.
I can't see you from a mile away. Annabella, tell me you want to stay. Just give me the time and place. I want you, mama, we don't wanna play. Me, I got the time for days. Hear me, I got something to say for you. Annabella, show me, hear me up and don't be shy. Me, I got the something if you want it, if you like. Big spender, anything for you if you want this love,
Annabella, fine, everyone in the dance want you. Annabella, make you mine, long time I want you, yeah. Never leave you lonely, and baby I'm the one to rock you slowly, yeah. You can call me, anytime I give you all you want me, yeah. Forever, fiesta, connection, but she dance up. She get crazy off the liquor. She wind up, I had to tip her, oh. Say bartender, she wanna lick a giant more splendor. I big money spender, give her the ember, then she's gonna
Yeah. I just can't leave her alone.
Ain't that DJ Charles over there? Look like DJ Charles.
Talk to him Thursday, she said it's girls' night.
From y'all
but we
to
know
the
what
street.
feels like. Bottle service on the weekend. 42 is her best friend. Sent a text, said she needs some. Okay, this the third time this week I hit. She never with her man. I don't understand. She a little toxic. Yeah, she a little toxic. Always on some thot shit. She said she don't text, but she like to post. Said she pulling up, but always go ghost. Pick prices and makeup. There's some shit I can't make up. She got that fire, so I keep coming back. You know I got a weakness for that.
She a little toxic. 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 She a little toxic.
No one should stand in the way. We should get a little closer now. I'm drunk off your energy. Let's keep it going till morning time. So come and get your eye. Flex on me, don't get shy. Flow with the rhythm and desire. Soon as you're looking in my eye, I love it when we whine. You make me feel like you're mine. let's go off it. You know I can hold you. It's ready where you want it. So come and get your eye. Flex on me, don't get shy. Flow with the rhythm and desire. Soon as you're looking in my eye, I let it make me wine, 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 wine. You make me feel like you're mine, 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 mine. Let me touch you one time, 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 time. Shawty, wanna give your body all of me tonight. Every time that you come get me wine. Yeah, yeah.
Your body good, you make me want your body, but she have the shape when she wants she work the Birkin back. Sex appeal alone, you feel when time me hold ya. Baby, do it like a money stack and hurl ya. Fold ya, up, up. She back it up, up. Me full of cup, up. She have the buff, buff. She feel the tough, tough. And she get it, she loves tough. Them fi know say you one Rodney, one killer, one Godzilla. Anyway you see the God go gyal a fi follow. Steady when me step on me up, the piranha. Me make it urban, no left it. One Rodney, one killer, one Godzilla. Anyway you see the God go gyal a fi follow. Steady when me step on me, stop the ball.
Different meeting. Alright, every night you sliding on me DM. Tell me be things in the VN. One time I never got the back, so me drive her insane. Tell them call me Miss I love her run. Touch you one time, she no see what me done. As me love her, I me squeeze her, I me rub her down. Gone, me gone, me gone.
Thoughts of you run through my head every time that I'm near you. Cause I really like what you done to me. I can't really explain it. I'm so into you. I really like.
Boy, what a sitting. I am Tina list nights. So what a sitting. Me have the illest wine. Queen of soca. Yeah, and just give me the wine, the wine, the wine, 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 wine. Jump on me, broke my spine. Wine, wine, the wine, they make me stuck long time. Vibes not so alike when you cut one line. And just give me the wine, the wine, the wine, wine, wine. Jump and spread, don't split, bust one time. Girl, the wine shot a road like when you bust one binds. So bad, no criminal, girl, you must one crime.
Tiki tiki tack, watch me bust up a wine. Hot, hot, but them not sizzle like mine. Don't stop, give it to me one time. Buck up, bring it back home, rewind.
Island heat, from yard to the streets.
Oh yeah.
What's up with
What I go on about here? Yeah, just bringing a little bit of heat. You enjoy the vibes?
I love it. Tell you mean I'm over here jamming.
It's how we do it right here.
I love my roots, man. My roots and the culture.
A little bit of everything in the mix. Shout out to everybody in at the chat room. I'm sorry, I've been a little bit preoccupied. So I have not been paying attention to my chat room this evening. So big ups to everybody in that chat room. Ras Favors Jr., I see you. Shout outs to Leslie listening in every time. Kadane listening in every time. 16th Street Music, big up yourself each and every time. Oh, I am Coffee. Yo, Coffee Tea, big up myself. Yo, Jolo family, you done know. What's that? ALB, big up, big up, big up, big up. And big up Miss... Big up Miss Blakey. I know you're listening in the background each and every time. I mean, she don't leave us a muscle, you know. I mean, it's a family thing.
Bless up yourself, Queen, every time.
We've got a few minutes. What topics do you want to talk about? We've got, well, there's the big one. But I want to say, shout out to everybody who's still rocking the Clarks.
Yes, of course. So we have to talk about the new historical collection that's coming out for Clarks. I mean, Clarks have for a long time been a part of Jamaican and Caribbean culture. So it's only right that now they're coming out with something that speaks directly to the diaspora, whether they're in London, whether they're in anywhere around the world, the Jamaican people are. Clarks are definitely going to be worn in our bungle, and the collection is going to expand now that there will be the Dancehall collection that will be released.
Yeah, Clarks don't even know they didn't have to do anything, anything extra. Jamaica is sold. Jamaica has continued to keep that company up afloat and making money for a long time. And that was before they added any of our national colors or any of these things to it. So big them up still for recognizing, but the marketing department really didn't have to do too much more. You know what I mean?
They're good at what they do because now this recently released boot that was launched on the 22nd of August will have some new designs consisting of green, bluish pink, blue, and cactus green, among other colors that are reminiscent of what they consider to be the island's bold culture. And that is so true. People are wearing all the latest designs. Anything that is coming out is, a fashion craze. They matching it with the boot, with the jeans and the shirt and the hat. So,
All of this.
straight fitted in a white t-shirt. Easy. So, and
Well,
of course, a lot of that credit does go to the One Vibes Cartel, who put Clark's on the map with his hit song. It was the anthem back in the 2000 and was it 18?
he had like a trilogy. There's the Clarks, part two, and then Clarks again on something like Cartel was hitting them. Big up the Pop God as well. Yeah, on that
Yeah,
one.
man. The 2010 you're right. Popcorn, Gun Gaza Slim, Clark's again, and Clark's 3. Wow.
There
That
you
was
go.
quite a trilogy.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Right now, Nike wishing they had moved on it much earlier. Yeah. Hey.
Oh no. But Clark's at least did a mini documentary on the island back in 2021, which featured, Coffee spoke, the Nomad spoke. So these are all people who are very into the culture and have embraced Clark's as, the shoe of choice.
Yes, indeed. We've got a brand new book, autobiography of Tippa Irie has been released. It's entitled Stick to My Roots. Tippa Irie is a London, England, British, Jamaican reggae singer, dancehall artist, DJ from Brixton, South London. He came to prominence in the early 80s as an MC on South London reggae song system Saxon Music Studio International. Big up to Saxon. If you know anything about the English song system culture and scene, they are a major player on that scene. The history of the music is just amazing. So big up to Saxon every time. The autobiography of Tippa Irie, Stick to My Roots, tells the reggae musician's incredible story from his trailblazing beginnings on Saxon Sound International to Grammy Award nomination for Hey Mama with the Black Eyed Peas. The title... sorry, go ahead.
Move, mama, then on the floor and move your booty, mama.
There's not a song that's not in their catalog. You know what? I'm never doing karaoke against you. You're gonna be on my side every. She does like every song out there when you make the reference.
The human iPod, I mean.
There you go. Very appropriately, the Island Heat's own musical podcast. we got you. All right. Now, 40 years in the business. Congratulations to Tippa Irie. Yes, and y'all go out and support that book, y'all. It's documenting our story and telling Tippa's story. It is our story of the music, and especially from a British standpoint, So if you're anywhere else in the diaspora, this will give you closer understanding of what it was like over that 40 years journey of Tippa Irie, a major contributor on the British reggae scene each and every time. Big up. All right.
Yeah, I love to see our culture in a positive light. And sometimes it's difficult when we hear certain stories of legends who we've come to respect and who are continuing to, walk this earth, not fully able to tell their story for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the case with some recent allegations made by the daughter of Derrick Morgan. You know her as Queen Ifrica. She stated that she was raped by her father. And it's a tough story to talk about because Queen Ifrica has made, several statements over the past, year about sexual allegations, having been a victim of sexual allegations.
Mm-hmm.
So for this story to come out now, it's kind of a shocker because it's not something that we've technically heard before, especially since she had met her father, Derrick Morgan, very late in life.
Correct. This all came out on a live recently. Queen Ifrica decided to tell the story, and in telling the story, she. So I'm shocked, or was shocked just to find out first and foremost that Derrick Morgan and Queen Ifrica were father and daughter. Derrick Morgan, for those who don't know, is probably Jamaica's first international superstar for Jamaican music. Ska legend from the early days of ska, Forward March, and so just a column in the Jamaican music. Annals of Jamaican music. And his daughter, Queen Ifrica, came to fame in the early 2000s, releasing her own music there, but has been just came out of a 23-year relationship with the legendary Tony Rebel. And over the last few years, she has become, I would say, very vocal and visual on social media, and taking advantage of going live and standing up for and outwardly speaking up on different topics, sometimes very controversial topics. And so in her recent live, did make this declaration and accusation that her father, Derrick Morgan, violated her in a sexual assault. She also did claim her stepfather had done the same, and apparently also even other female members of the family. There was some back and forth with Derrick Morgan's son, who spoke up in defense of his father, saying that at the time Queen Ifrica met her father for the first time, she was in her 20s, at an age where Derrick Morgan was already fully blind and partially paralyzed. And the son is saying it would have been physically impossible for him to do what she claimed at that time, because apparently he's unable to physically have done so. So those are that's the open and shut of it right there in terms of what she said and some general responses to it.
It saddens me, and as we talked about, to hear that this is coming from the Queen, because we hold her to such high regard. Her music has just really chronicled some of the greatest moments in reggae music, and she's definitely always made a statement about, being an advocate for women and ending domestic abuse and ending sexual abuse for young girls. So I champion her in that regard, and I hope that whatever trauma that she's gone through, she can heal from it. That now that she's been able to speak on it to any degree, I hate that it had to be so publicly, but in the same regard, now that she's had her time to say, her piece, she can heal.
Yes.
This is her opportunity to heal.
Yes.
And we're just. It's tough. This is a tough.
I pray for her family, for what they're having to deal with in a very public manner at this time. As always, allegations should always be investigated to the fullest, and innocents should be protected, and those who are guilty should be brought up on the charges and suffer the punishments for their crimes. But at this point, I'm just saying, I pray for her family, and for all those who have been impacted by this sort of violence. There's just no place for this in society. Okay, and I want to leave it right there. All
well
right.
said. Well, and we
Ladies
can
and
now
gentlemen, go ahead.
into the celebrations that are happening here at the end of August, going into the beginning of September. The great Barris Hammond is celebrating a birthday on the 28th. He
Big
was
ups.
just here in
Yeah. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Love to see Barris. The 29th.
We've got John Lloyd. Yeah, and Jamil. Excuse me, Jamil. Yeah, Jamali has just did an interview with Tisha that I was looking at earlier. So his name is just as fresh on my mind. Jamil, pick up yourself on the 30th, celebrating your Earth Strong. On the 31st, legendary singer Al Campbell also celebrating a birthday.
And the late, great Alton Ellis would have celebrated his birthday, September the 1st.
On the 2nd, Ricky Rudy himself, the man Bling Dog, is going to be celebrating his birthday on the 2nd of September. And then on the 3rd, sweet Coco T will be celebrating a birthday. We've got Daddy Freddie.
Edson Gomez, Prince Jazzbo, BB Seaton, and Omi, all on the 3rd of September.
Big up for Omi getting a mention in there. How about that? Shout out to Omi.
Now, you can't say he doesn't have a hit. You can't say
Listen. I consider it actually 2 legitimate hits. He's not a one-hit wonder, right? The hula hoop song, Cheerleader and Hula Hoop, those are official, all right? So 2 hits. Big up yourself, Obi. Got enough people now have 1, all right? Yeah. Lady Lalabella, we are over time. We are over our time.
Where does the time go? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Island Heat Radio Show. And, of course, keep it locked every Monday from 9 to 11. Super Pack and Lady Lalabella will be right here.
That's right. Now, we're going to take a Labor Day break, everybody. We're going to celebrate the holidays. Labor Day Monday, we will be chilling with the fams, all right? So stay safe. Blessings to you. And we will see you back here in a couple of weeks, right back on APAP Media, APAP Radio, right here, bringing you the Island Heat Show. Peace and love, y'all. Let's take him out. Let's take him out. Let's take him out. We got some music for you. Let's take him out. We gonna keep it jamming. We heard from Silla earlier, and I think we're gonna end with some Silla again. Let's go. Let's go.
One love. Radio. Keep it locked. From yard to the street. APAC Radio. Keep it locked.